Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Well, Jim, Brazil's loss has surely been Portugal's gain when it comes to this man, Deco.
I agree, Peter. It's hard to believe they failed to spot his talents. How could they have done with a playmaker of his calibre? One of the best in the world on his day.
Now it's Inzaghi. Neymar. Very nicely done. It's Neymar! Goal! Nice! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, a breakthrough already.
That's going in strongly.
It's Bruno Fernandes. And he's in on goal, shapes to shoot! Oh, brilliant from Park Ji-sung! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Nice with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar. Lovely. Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicked it back promptly. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Park Ji-sung. And it's Tonali. Luis Suarez. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. Face to face with the... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Nice! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Nice are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ronaldinho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
So what can they conjure from this one? That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Saliba. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. And it's been played through. Decent chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Bergomi. Deco. Neymar. Ronaldinho. Now the delivery. He's got all. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And that is out of play. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Park Ji-soo. Deco. And this is Hullet. Hullet. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Jordan Henderson. Tries to play it through. And he's worked it through. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hullet, he can run onto that. He's come in hard. And this could be the final action of the first half. Deco. Yaya Toure. Tonali getting this one clear. And we hit half-time. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Changement pour Nice. Le numéro 9, Luis Suarez. Le numéro 18.
So once again, we're underway.
Le numéro 43.
Now this could be a chance. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Le numéro 42.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Yaya Toure. Deco. And he was quick to react. Howson. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Lee Kang in. Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? He's picked his way. Tries a shot! Goal! Nice! And again they hit the front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Nice take the lead.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Turns and goes back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Played out wide. Jordi Alba. Now, what about this cross? Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And the return pass. Ronaldinho. And here's Musiala.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And he's had a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Nice go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Mesdames et messieurs, un petit message pour vous signaler l'affichage d'informations sur la rotation des bus autour du stade sur l'écran géant.
Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And this is Dembele. Bruno Fernandes. That's Park Ji-sung. Tonali chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Van Dijk. Sends it cross-field. Park Ji-sung. Played in by Park... Oh, what a climb! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Played out to the right. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And he's in on goal. Bullish header! Decent enough try.
Bruno Fernandes certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Quarter of an hour played. Nouri is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That'll be a throw. Referee's given a throw. It's Park Ji-sung. Barcelona are very much in charge here. Dominic goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Got a Tony. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's a shade optimistic. Van Dijk. That is ended up in no man's land, and he's intervened well there. Bruno Fernandes. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Inzaghi. Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he was quick to react. Donatoni.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
En el marcador se forma a continuación un resumen con las mejores jugadas del primer tiempo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
And here's Inzaghi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Ribery. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Robertson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries a measured ball. And Dijk gets rid without sophistication.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared without complication. Robertson receives it in a good position here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Inzaghi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Park Ji-sung. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Filippo Inzaghi. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Driven forward. Inzaghi chasing after it. Gabriel. Played out to the right. Now that's well seen too. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's going for goal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Has a shot! That is a super hit, but it's always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
He's through here. It's Inzaghi! Crosses it. Oh, in he goes again! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Played through into space. Cross goes in there. He gets big. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Park Ji-sung. Jordan Henderson. He won't be happy with that one. Nouri. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Back into the middle. Oh, well played, well played. Robertson. Tonali. Looking to play him in. Park Ji-sung. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Inzaghi. He's gone for goal! Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that pass isn't the best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. As a header! Strong running down that left flank. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Park Ji-sung.
Inzaghi is flagged offside. And smartly reclaimed. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul, played out to the left flank. That's tidy. Oh, that's delightful. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Now it's Raul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Raul always looking for that half a chance.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Park Ji-sung.
Vitinha deals with that comfortably. Nouri has found the net here, of course.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No, that's been intercepted. Raul goes looking wide. Looking for a runner. And this is Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Bruno Fernandes.
There will be
played out towards the right wing. Not the most accurate pass. Nouri. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ribery. Jordan Henderson gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now here's the delivery. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Skillfully cut out. He is so... He's tried one! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ribery. That's a cute ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vitinha gets across and deals with it. Bruno Fernandes. Strokes it back. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Khan looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. That is some save from Khan. They've got to be quick to recover this. It's Park Ji-sung. Nice looking ball. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruno Fernandes, Tonali.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are cruising away.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Sends it crossfield. Now he's off and running. It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha looking for options for movement. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That has ended up in no man's land. Howson. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Some really good ball movement. And he shoots! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Number 8, Ribery. Coming on to replace him is number 13, Thomas Rashitsky. Substitutions taking place.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Olise, he's having a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Olise, he's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. Olise! What a hit, the save was firm.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Bojan. He's in a great position here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Brzezinski. And that could set him on his way. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, important interception. Oh, it's Raul. And he's picked out the run. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking for the run. This looks promising. Taken back almost at once. Oh, it's Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Brzezinski. That's a good run down the left. Khan claims comfortably.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nicked it back promptly. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries to play it through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Brzezinski. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bojan. Now it's Inzaghi. Nicely shaped ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
16, Rodri. Number 22, Vitinha. Coming on the field, number 10.
And the shot!
Number 41.
That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Number 38, Kravenberg.
And he opts to go forward.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Can he get it through? And this is Bojan. Now can he find a finish? Looking for a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to clear it. That's a little off target. Played back in. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Now it's Vieri. Vieri! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Jordan Henderson. Park Ji-sung. Gattuso. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bruno Fernandes takes control of it and he's on the move. In towards the back stick.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Nouri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nouri is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. De Gea with the clearance. Cruyff, he's trying one! Oh, that is very close.
Cruyff brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Bruno Fernandes. Park Ji-sung. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nouri. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. "30 minutes gone. Tonali. Nouri. Distributed tidily. And here's Park Ji-sung. And it's Van Dijk. David De Gea. Nouri. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Nice bit of trickery. Tries a deft little ball. And that should get the job done. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Pull it. Nuri. Turan. It's Pirlo. And it's Gattuso. Pull it. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, what a climb! And that's what you call inspired goal. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona have played reasonably well, but perhaps they're overdoing things down the left flank. They've concentrated an awful lot in that area.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Out towards the flank. Pirlo. Pull it, constantly looking for the ball into the box. Park Ji-sung. He's in a great position here. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Bruno Fernandes. Park Ji-sung. Now that's a lovely exchange. Park Ji-sung's cross. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Arsenal have the chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram clears it away. Looking for options for movement. And he's gone backward here. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Tonali is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Hullet. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Barcelona finding their passes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
El dorsal 14 será sustituido por el dorsal 4.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He is just caressing the ball. He rises! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20 será reemplazado por el dorsal 15.
Barcelona making another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Gets a good foot in there. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Bellingham. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Thuram tries to clear.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Levin, shot a goal! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve to the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Tonali. Nouri. Decent progress down the left. Henderson.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
This time, surely! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there and it's been blown.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time
11,
for changes
el
on
dorsal
both
13,
sides, actually.
Park Ji-sung. Serán sustituidos por
No,
el
again,
dorsal
there's no
10,
way through.
Filippo Inzaghi. El
He's had it
dorsal
nicked
22.
away.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Tonali. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Van Dijk. Lee Kang-in. That's very neat. Lee Kang-in stood his ground strongly. And a chance! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A case now of complete control. Thuram, and that will be the final act. Barcelona really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Lewandowski voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, what about this cross?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And this is Pelé! Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well timed, excellent interception. Jordan Henderson. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. The less said about that pass, the better. Lewandowski. And he's had it hit!
Lewandowski.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's well spotted. Park Ji-sung. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Lewandowski. Tonali. Lewandowski. Cech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Lewandowski. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Looking to go deep. Busquets with the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Still goalless.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tonali. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cross to the back, chance! He's beaten the keeper. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0. Real chance! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, great defending, that needed to... Oh, this is a great position. Bruno Fernandes. He gets big. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pele. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. And the counter is on. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Jordan Henderson. Played back in. He's having a go!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's Park Ji-soo. And the through ball. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, smashing header! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Played out to the right. Played in it. He's got tall. It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's in a great position here. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung proves just a little bit too strong. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Jordan Henderson. Now Howson. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Van Dijk. Park Ji-sung. And across it goes.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Quality ball. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Now it's Inzaghi. Bruno Fernandes. Park Ji-sung. Here it is, crossed in. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a sharp pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nice interception, well timed. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Howson. Passes short and sharp. Driving forward. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the shot's on here. Oh, nice touch. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Such good technique.
Played in deep. He gets big. Harmlessly behind. Nouri. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pass somewhat off target. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Van Dijk. To Bruno Fernandes. Tonali. Nouri. Xavi Alonso, great vision, out to the right, and here's the chance to counter. Nouri. Bruno Fernandes. Aimed in towards the... It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nouri is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Locatelli. That looks a decent ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Azar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Jordan Henderson. Joelinton. Now it's Messi. Joelinton does really well to win the ball there.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Messi. Looking for a runner. Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 30.
And
Messi.
that's the start of another 45 minutes.
El dorsal 11.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Tonali. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Now here's the delivery. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Danger averted for now. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
And this is Inzaghi. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance here to counter. Nouri is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Gets into some space. In towards the back stick. Tries to get it clear. Ah, he's given it away. Kilishoy charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hazard. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended.
And a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, super ball! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Xabi Alonso with a real chance here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Chance! No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Inzaghi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well,
El
height
dorsal
could make
11,
all the difference
el
on
dorsal
these set
21,
pieces.
Hazard. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 10.
Lewandowski!
Se va a producir un cambio de
And
jugadores.
he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball, and there's the shot!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Park Ji-sung. Couldn't squeeze it through. Played into space. That has ended up in no man's land. 75 minutes played. Nice sequence of passes this. It's a really well-measured ball. Played in by Park Ji-sung. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's a cute ball. Park Ji-sung, he's shifting through the gears here.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Cambio de jugadores.
That's a throw. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Grealish might just make this. Referee's given a throw. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. And he's had a hit. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, yes, it's there! Finally! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Bojan Krkić receives it in a big header! Xavi Alonso. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line.
And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And that has left him in a heap. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Serginho gets into a good position. Over to the left. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Bruno Fernandes hangs one in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Dembele bops him off it and wins back the ball. Tonali. Messi. Oh, it's Dembele. Tonali. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Jordan Henderson gives no quarter whatsoever. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And no, he's seen through all of that. Van Dijk. Piqué. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Jordan Henderson looking for options for movement. Well, that looks a decent ball. Picked up, great chance for a shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Aimed beyond the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot at goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Bruno Fernandes looking to get on the end of this. Cleared without complication. Jordan Henderson. And it's Tonali. Passing nice and neat. Dembele just eases him off the ball. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Park Ji-sung. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good ball, good take.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. And here's Park Ji-sung. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Swings a mighty effort, and it's come back out to him. Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap with it.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, he's been Lewandowski! Neymar now looking to orchestrate a counter. McAllister looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Now it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's only too happy to take that back. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Park Ji-sung. Piqué spots it and intercepts.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk gets it clear. Barcelona have it back and can go again. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So a Barcelona free kick.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Played out towards the right wing. Cannavaro does well to get it back. Gilberto Silva. And he's had it nicked away. Zico. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Kaka, looking to play him in. And that has been clubbed away. Ronaldinho, foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Zico! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Forlan. He has found the way through. There will be a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time and again they are repelled. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Mackay. Barcelona have a free kick. Howson has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Barcelona still ahead by the game's only goal. And he is going into that little black book. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mackay stood up well to him there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just 5 minutes left. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Keeper is right behind it. And it's Lewandowski. Very much into the last knockings. Lee Kang in. There's the header! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find a character to respond from that.
He's in a great position here. Zico! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win.